of redemption and enlightenment, but I'm not going to go around waiting for these people to find them. I would support them in a general way. That's why I do my writing. But people don't like what I'm saying because they know they're messed up, and they know that if they admit this information into their consciousness, that they're going to have to do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really...
They don't want to. They resist it. No.
It's not good,
and so everybody
yeah.
they spend and consume and blow it off and not deal with their personal challenges of how to create a good life as a being right here and now.
Yeah.
Given all the bullshit.
Yeah, it's not simple when there's joggers that are in a crowd of 13 or less discussing how to attack that know-it-all actress down the block by spraying chemtrails, holding up sharpened objects up in the air like they really are going to the sports arena, but they really weren't. And but they kind of were going there. So it's very iffy. It's you can't say they weren't because they will step in there and play sports. But then at the same time, they really aren't playing sports with their arena clubs, spiked.
People who live in have become freaked by it. It's unnatural. They've become...
Why do hybrids do this? Why are they doing this?
They're ignorant. They don't know better. When you're born and you just kind of adapt to what's around you, and typically if it's not that good, and it isn't, you're kind of a adapted child. You kind of sell out your integrity and your awareness and your aliveness and your spiritual, vibrancy, and and you have to, the child is trying to figure out what does it take for me to be here. And so they're modeling people they see. And they, it's all an act. It's very rare, I said before, it's very rare to find the information on how to live a good life as a human being.
Yeah.
You're just expected to conform yourself to the machine and be a good producer and consumer, because that's production too to their mind. And sell your soul out to materialism and to the way that everybody thinks. There's an incredible pressure to conform, and if you have a belief system that's outside of the normal, they're going to whack you. Ask me how I know.
Yeah, I feel bad. Recently, there's kids that stepped on buses and trains, and they feel unease with their society, but they don't want to show it, and they really don't feel that way because they deserve to not feel that way or feel threatened by the hybrids. So they basically lean up against the wall on their train window, and when they're sitting down, saying that, look, nobody's showing up on that part of the train's outer crest of the environment, saying, they don't have any friends over there. They're being very, mean. These chemtrail throwers are really bad people.
Want for you to not be in the city. I mean, I just see it as not good for you. I mean, not for anyone really, but it's adapted environment. It's not natural, and it's not healthy, and there's no good reason for it. I was just reading a book about the growth of the and how they were dependent upon fossil fuels, and how it's just kind of driven by this blind madness of cramming people together more. And it hasn't worked. Over my lifetime, I've seen more people, if they're in kind of a natural process to find where they want to be, they'll go from the city to the country and not the other way around. Even though when people are young, they're attracted to the city. I've seen this over enough years where people come to San Francisco.
Okay.
And 6 months, I got to get out of the city. And then they head up to Mendocino, Humboldt, or Santa Cruz. And but it's real. I mean, I just ask for you. My wish for you, my want for you, my love for you is for you to not be in the city, because it can't help but contaminate you. and infect you and warp you and just impinge upon you and, just beat you up with its nastiness.
No.
And, the sad part is humans, we can be really wonderful. And yet most of us live in a degraded state. And so the challenge is how to rise up from that. And a big part of that is not being brought down by the buttheads. That's all they can do. And, I'm very careful about who I associate with because of that. I mean, they're even in the, so-called liberal progressive circles here in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Too many people that I don't interact with because they're not present. They don't listen, they don't think. They just kind of mumble and mutter and eat and drink and bump into things and say, ain't it awful, somebody should do something, while they're not doing something. So it's a challenge. I mean, I'm a little, I'm not sure what the word is frustrated that you haven't recognized me.
Yeah.
And, in our movie, our love story, the people in the audience, the woman would be screaming, grab him, you ninny, yeah, you're blowing it, don't do that. And, but, I can't do it. I'm powerless over that with you. So I'm not doing anything other than just kind of putting it out there like this.
Yeah.
And, I have no idea what I would have to offer you, but I'm just saying that it's out there somewhere, but you have to work for it, to look for it, and recognize it when it appears. Just go, oh, okay. I told this story recently about going to a drum and dance camp where there were 100 people from all over the country up in Mendocino, and they were all drummers and dancers, and they they were generally healthy, aware people.
Okay.
Pretty much 1% of that. But out of that group of 100, there were about 3 people. Actually, there were 3 people that identified. We kind of met. We identified each other, and we were meant to have a conversation. And also, out of a group of 100 people, there might be 3 or more people who I'd want to stay away from. Because they have personality disorders, or they're just mean or stupid, or there's just nothing there. It's a negative.
Yeah. This country's
The
yeah.
butthead.
Yeah, it seems like there's problems where people are very defensive. It's like they're classy workaholics, and they're very intelligent and very, very smart. But they will strike an attitude if you stare at them, and they feel very a lot of them feel like they want to be troublemakers, and it's just like
well, they don't feel safe, they don't trust, and they're hostile. They find life itself problematical, and they go around projecting it on others. I was reading something recently about threat perception, that people vary in how they see the world as being dangerous. And when you start to see the world as being dangerous, you start in your mind to create threats, and then you create it as being real.
Yeah.
And that the world is a dangerous place because you created it in your mind with your warped thinking. And people like that, you just can't win with. And there are a lot of them out there. That's what I was saying. Those are the people who voted for Trump. They were angry and scared, and they were at a very primitive level of awareness, kind of, reptilian, and just reactive, and they really don't think or process or have an open mind or critical thinking. And, you can't really have a relationship with them. And them, I don't like it, but I can't change them. I can be here where I am and try to invite them out of it, but I can't, bang them over the head in any way. And that's just true of a lot of people, and it's just more prevalent in the city. So, my best thought for you is for you to be right next to me, and we'll figure it out, okay?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I feel like a spore, and I feel like if we were together, I'd want to do great things. Finish my books and dedicate them to you, and sign the copyright to you, and get out of bed in the morning and say, oh, how could I do for Rachel today? How can I sweeten her up more?
Yeah.
Make her feel loved and wonderful. And, so who knows? One can dream.